Why does your realtor and why does everyone you know, why does everyone that you talk to in real estate and hear from in real estate keep telling you that now's a great time to buy a home, prices are going up, blah, blah, blah? The best time to buy a home is always 5 years ago. When's the best time to buy a home? 5 years ago. I wish I bought a home 5 years ago. I wish I'd have paid a couple more $1,000s 5 years ago and bought a house. I've never helped anyone purchase a house, or I've never helped anyone sell a house that bought at least 3 years in the past that did not make money. Well, here's another truth. I've never helped anyone buy a house that has been renting that made money, because all that rent went to their landlord's mortgage. So you got a decision to make: buy a house or pay rent. Now, if you're lucky and you're living with your parents and saving up money, that's a completely different story. If buying a house makes sense for you, then go buy a house. If it doesn't, then don't go buy a house. It's as simple as that. But let's just look at some real quick numbers. Real estate, I tell people this all the time, real estate is a long-term investment. Don't buy a house if you're going to sell it in 1 or 2 years. Don't do it. It's long-term. If you're going to hold it for 3, 4, 5 years at least, then it's a great time to buy a house. If you aren't sure, buy a house that would make a great rental property in the future. So that way you got a plan B, rent it for a couple of years to make some money. But all right, in Oklahoma, and this is just quick Google searching, since the year 2000, real estate is up 170%. 170% since the year 2000. Since 2023, in a real estate market the last couple of years that many people, at least in the real estate world, tell you that has been the hardest time to be selling real estate since they've been in it, it rose 2.3 to 5.5%. So in one of the worst markets that people will tell you there have been, it went up 2.3 to 5.5%. Not down, went up. Obviously, there are some individual cases that are different. You know, you paid too much for an individual house, but overall, well, let's look at the year 2008 in Oklahoma, whenever the big crash happened, all, horrible. What do you think home prices did? They went up 0.516%. So the worst in modern era, they went up, not even 1%, but they didn't go down. They didn't fall. This isn't New York City. This isn't San Francisco. They went up 0.5%. So why do you keep hearing people in real estate saying now's a great time to buy a house? Because it is. It's always a great time. Like I said, if buying a house makes sense for you, go buy a house. If it doesn't, then you don't need to be buying a house. Like I said, long-term investment, home prices historically go up. They historically go up. All I'm doing is telling you what history is telling us is going to happen with real estate, with the market, with everything. So, also, thing to consider, right now, if you're looking to buy a house, I keep saying this over and over and over again, and some people have started to listen to me, and I've helped several people go buy a brand new house. Now's a great time to buy a house because there's new builders are offering wonderful incentives. I helped someone buy a house that got a 4.99% rate because the builder bought it down for them. Brand new house. They were looking at houses like at $175,000. They ended up buying one for like $260,000 for the same monthly payment because they went and bought a new house and took advantage of what these new home builders are offering them. Also, why is it a good time to buy a house? Well, inventory is on the rise, and sellers are not just new home builders, but sellers are also paying a lot of closing costs just to get their home sold. So, yes, I would say it's a great time to buy a house. Best time to buy a house was 5 years ago. Second best time to buy a house is now.